Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Welcome in. We are live in downtown Vegas, as always, from the Circa Resort and Casino. Fun Monday program lined up. And in this hour, we'll get into preseason NFL observations in about 15 minutes. The line moves as well. The Major League Baseball card, we have Do You Concur? And this is going to be a fun segment as sports bettor Sean Higgs joins the program. He is in studio. He is in Vegas already for multiple reasons. Bet Bash, the sports betting convention, is this week. Beyond the booth with us. You bought it out here at Stadium Swim. We're going to hang all night tonight at Stadium Swim out there with you. But also you're going to be entering contests and making some future bets as well. How are you, pal?
Hot. It's hot up there.
Yes.
At the pool on the roof when it's 100 degrees outside.
It's 108 right now. You've been there since 8 a.m.
Got in at flight landed early. We got in 9 minutes early, came right down, and right up to the roof, to the pool at 8:14. And, of course, the champagne comes right out. I sent you a little video of the champagne. It was great. They're ready for champagne. I said, listen, last year we were here. We did the champagne. It was birthday. I was like, listen, we did this last year. You guys were drinking, and we couldn't even get food by 1 o'clock. You guys were – I said, we can't start at 8 a.m. this time. So we'll start at noon with the champagne for you guys.
Did a great job. I know. I can't imagine. I lasted 4 hours Friday. It is just – and
it's a dry heat.
How about the accidents that must happen out there? Can you imagine if you're pounding beers in that heat? And how you feel with it? It's 110 degrees.
Well, how has no one fallen down the escalator? Like I was like walking down.
Great call.
I want to get my steps in. I'm a fat guy. I've had like 4 of those little sliders up there already. How does somebody who's banged up fall down that escalator? Like just even sober.
And if that happens, you're taking everyone out
down
with you
as you roll down.
You're done. Bowling pins.
I left 15 minutes early to make it down that escalator.
You're going to manifest that now. Yeah. Watch out this week what's going to happen.
Yeah. Don't say that. That'll be terrible. They'll come after me.
For the radio audience, you have a Buc-ee's shirt on.
Yes.
I finally went a couple weeks ago to Fort Worth. Can you tell people who haven't been there and put this in perspective? They do like 800,000 a day. 120 gas pumps. I was at the smallest one. They couldn't even get gas.
So, I mean, how do we word it? You've been there. So it's a gas station / Hobby Lobby, maybe a little Kohl's sprinkled in. Your
Walmart.
Walmart, yeah. I mean, there's furniture. You have furniture. There's grills. There's deer stands.
Yeah.
Then you have your whole home section like it's a home goods for the wives and girlfriends.
Phenomenal food.
There's like a whole nut section, the wall of jerky. I'm not a jerky. You think as big as I am, but I'll go to the meat. They got the beef over there and sandwiches and the Bucky chips, and of course the clothing. And they finally got wise. They start putting the years on them, so now you can't like regurgitate the same thing. That's like Bucky, so you need the 2025 Easter and Flag Day and any holiday. There's a Bucky shirt, but can't beat this. Look at this bad boy.
Good. It's awesome.
Okay, nice. So you sent us a message that you have an interesting Survivor strategy this year. I don't know if you're being serious or not.
I am going to be serious. Listen, I was in the humans contest last year for like a millions type thing, right? And I was in the millions, and they're difficult, right? You got to kind of go with the pack, and I don't go with the pack. I'm automatically.
You got to think contrarian.
Yes. So I think contrarian this year would be underdogs. I'm going to take underdog. I think Jets, Giants, and Panthers are my first 3 here for week 1. I'm going to take in the contest and dog it up. It's either nothing to worry about, or I'll be in the control, right? I mean, if I'm taking a dog, there's going to be 800 people on the other side.
And nobody will be on other dogs.
Who's taking dogs in this contest?
And nobody will do that.
Just the guy with the Bucky shirt on.
Yeah.
And I got little pigs on my swimsuits. That's who's taking it. But yeah, I can't just go with everybody else.
So do you think?
Like I like the Browns. The Browns I moved to 5.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, so hold on. Do you think we're going to have a repeat of last year? Because we're all in it. The quest for $14.2 million. It's all fresh in my head. I just watched like 3 more episodes over the weekend. I'm all caught up. It was bedlam last year for the first month, as we all know. Then it calmed down a little bit. Like, are we really going to have that happen again?
I'm such a dog guy anyway, right? So if I think I'm getting 3, 4, 5, 6 points, my dog's in it. I got a chance to win anyway. You're a turnover away. You're whether it be a pick 6 or whatever. You're in it, right, to win the game outright. Why not? But that's the hard part in the contest.
That's the thing. What if you're on the wrong dogs?
It's always next year. Listen,
it's always next.
That's it. What am I going to do? That's what I say.
Why don't you step out? You can step out, like take Arizona. That'll be stepping out. And it won't be that popular. You're taking
Arizona won't be popular in week 1 against.
Well, so it's a road team. It's going to be Washington at home against the Giants. Denver at home against Tennessee's your big boy.
I think Pittsburgh at the Jets could be a big one, although that's a road game.
I like the Jets.
Maybe.
I like the Jets at home. That's probably my favorite. I like Carolina a lot, but I'm not a Lawrence fan. I think, whatever to that guy. But the Jets at home, I think, is a play. Like it's like Aaron Rodgers. Oh, really? I mean, so I think the Jets have more to prove than he does.
So how many entries you thinking? And you're really going to go all dogs?
I grabbed one. I was out here a couple weeks ago with my wife and daughter.
Yeah.
I grabbed one. I'm thinking about doing 2 more. Because the Survivor, although if I'm looking at the board, how many more people are in Survivor than millions? So I'm like, maybe the safe bet if I could work into millions. But you go 3-2 every week, 60% over 100 games. That gets you nothing here. You have to be on such an outlier run to get into the money. It's difficult.
Well, plus millions will touch 4,000 or 5,000 entries.
Yeah.
They will get that high. But also the beauty of that contest is if you get hot during a certain stretch, right?
You get the quarterlies.
That's the beauty of the contest and the payouts. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it is fun. To your point, I mean, think about that. You could hit 60% all year and come out.
Nothing. In the real world here, you're doing great. You're like, wow, I'm having a great season betting football, and you're winning every week. Here, it's like depressing. It's like, wow, I can't even crack a payday.
Yeah.
So
overall, how many entries do you think you're going to be in? All football contests combined, multiple properties.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking I'm going to do 5 in the college one. I mean, 500 a pop.
Now, do you prefer college over the NFL anyway?
No, but I've been kind of decent in my college the last couple of years. I've been all right with totals and stuff. I mean, you get cats who are just, again, Chuck Adell, he's on another level, his things, but.
I like the 7 picks.
It's 7 picks, a lot less people. I mean, I just, I was little Vegas Manny there said there's like 300 people so far in that contest. I saw the little updated picture. Mm-hmm. So I feel a little better in that. You get a little better shot, I think, size-wise. So grab a couple of those. But the big ones, I'll probably just do 3. I got the 1, maybe 2 more.
Okay, so you're high on Carolina, the Giants, and the Jets. Is that only for week 1, or do you have like season-long bets on those teams?
Well, no. I win totals. I got Miami under, and I took the Bears under. That's the only win totals I have for
under 8.5.
Yeah,
Bears,
8.5, and a little juicy. I think it's like a 1-4.
I'm watching the game, and
the Bears team. Yes, they got rid of their coach. But how good is this quarter? I don't know how good he is. I wasn't a fan of when they drafted. I thought they'd have Justin Fields. You can't just switch quarterbacks every 2 years with a new coach. You have a crap year this year, then what? Then it's going to be, he's not my guy. I got to draft somebody else. He's not my guy, right? Every coach wants their guy. I can't get it with that.
Yeah. The schedule's brutal. I was watching the game yesterday. They kept flashing the schedule. That's a big ass to go over 8.5.
I mean,
in that division with what they have coming up and
Monday night opener, which is a toss-up, because you got basically a rookie quarterback. He hasn't thrown a pass in a game.
Yeah.
And then next week you're at the Lions on a short week.
Short week.
Take the Lions 4.5 right now. There you go. I think that's that's what I'm looking.
Well, look how they close: Eagles, Packers. Okay, Browns. Packers, Niners, Lions. I mean, that's just...
I mean, we're throwing the Browns out. That team did not quit on their coach last year. We could laugh at them. They were terrible bad quarterback. They didn't throw it in. They weren't losing. I know they were bad and they were only losing 20-7 or whatever. But it's not like they quit. They didn't like the quarterback.
Here's what we forget about the Browns. They made the playoffs 2 years ago with Joe Flacco as the quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Kevin Stefanski, for whatever it's worth, has won Coach of the Year twice since the year 2000. So you're telling me the guy stinks? Clearly he does not.
No, and the players love him. You got to quarterback. Mm-hmm. What is there to say? It's the most important position in the NFL.
But also, like, you look at alternate totals as well. Like, if you're going to bet the Bears under 8.5, why not take under 7.5 for some plus money? Like, there's not a path where they can be 7 and 10 or 6 and 11. Of course there is.
Mm-hmm. Who's the gimmies here? I mean, people would say, "Oh, the Raiders." I don't know if that's a gimme.
The Saints has to be at home week 7.
They had to beat the Saints at home with who's ever quarterback in that club. But where
Saints,
the Giants,
Giants, Browns at home. Yeah, Saints,
I don't know if the Giants are. Again, Jackson Dart looked. He looks so good. Well, we've seen teams look good, but you still have isn't Russell Wilson over there? We could make fun of him, but he's still a veteran kind of guy. I'm not ready to chalk that up as an easy win or a guarantee. Where's the guarantee? The Browns? I don't know. Maybe Sanders is the real thing. Maybe they catch lightning and bottle again. Fly. I don't.
Have you thought about it yet? If you make a deep run, and it's Follow the Money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network, sports bettor Sean Higgs, our guest here in studio. If you make a deep run, like let's say you're alive by Thanksgiving, are you going to get other people involved with your ticket? How are you going to manage that?
I was talking about this with my son. We were watching the 14.2 a little bit, and I was saying, I was going to do it. He's like, why would you do that? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, if that's the case, maybe by October, even you're talking Thanksgiving, but even by mid-October and October, maybe I'm in a good position. And I said that people sell off spots. If there's a certain amount of people, maybe it's like, oh, we're going to cut it up. Let's go. He's like, would you do that? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe just let her roll. Who cares? He's like, Mom's not going to let you do that. I'm like, I'm probably not, dude. That would probably be, she's great. 21 years married. I'm here for a week. She's lets me come out every year. Bet bash or not, I get to come out 3-4 days. It's, I'd probably have to look to get something out of that one. See, I wouldn't be able to get out of that one. That would be tough. I'd have to bring people in and get some guaranteed pay down.
Are you a big prop player during the year?
No, I'm not. I'm not a prop guy. Not fantasy football. When I'm cheering for a Jerry Jeudy or Lamb. I need a touchdown from this guy, but I have an under or have an over, and this guy is going off because I had him in my fantasy. I think you could do one or the other.
So it's sides or totals.
Sides
basically.
or totals for me. Yeah.
Okay.
I do like baseball ribby props. That's a little different, because I could be on a game that I'm not betting on.
I see that you're tweeting that out quite a bit.
Yeah, I like my little ribby props.
The ribby props, yeah.
Home run. Everybody loves home run props. Ribby props. You get. I look at one team and take like a 5, 6, 7 hitter, a bunch of guys in like the 140 kind of range.
Yeah.
You get one or two of them. You're
sack fly helps. I mean, that's good. You're good to go. The sack fly. You're not going to get a total base for that.
If the guy's that bad, the top of the order is going to hit, and there'll be guys on base for a bunch of the lower level guys. So I'll look for the. I could go 70 and 150 and still be up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you tonight after the show.
Yeah, I'll be up there.
You got the Beyond the Booth. We're going to be hanging out, 108-degree heat. You're going to be out there for 14 hours. God bless you.
I said, I think our boy Human's coming. I was like, hopefully, he's working tonight apparently, right? So I don't have to worry about. Double fisting Dom, that guy, and pouring on himself.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right. You can follow him on X at Mr. Sean Higgs. Thanks, pal. We'll get into, I think I have a couple of Survivor tips after watching the quest for $14.2 million. Those are coming up next.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Coming up in like 45 minutes, we have the two producers of the quest for $14.2 million here at Circa, the run for their Survivor contest. The show is really, really well done. 5 of them have aired so far. The next 5, episodes 6 through 10, they're going to begin dropping tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern right here on VSiN. You can then, eventually watch them on YouTube as well. Learn more at vsin.com/survivor, and you can go there and catch up and watch them all as we speak. A lot of observations to this point. You brought this up during the break. Mike Buckmiller, who won the contest back in 2022, he's in studio with us tomorrow. In one of the episodes, they go to his house. Is that the best man cave you've ever seen?
I believe so.
He calls it a mini Circa.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. That is strong.
What a great setup over there.
Yeah, it's like the Seinfeld episode. I'm at levels. I'm going to build levels. I mean, you go level up there. You got like guys up sitting on like a high top.
Yeah.
You got your recliners. And
he almost has like the theater style recliners from here at Circa in that room.
Unbelievable.
And he mentioned that to me last year when he came in studio. I'm like, no, you don't. Get out of here. Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You got to see it sometime. And I saw it on the episode. I'm like, he's not lying.
Get the invite. Get the invite tomorrow. Got to take him up on it.
Another one, Indiana Jet. Mm-hmm. Great dude who won the contest a couple years ago. And I think he really provided some great perspective on other people if you make a deep run into this contest. Basically, and his name's Rob, he couldn't, here's my takeaway from it. He didn't even enjoy the season that he won it in 2023 because it was so stressful for him. And that's all that he can think about. Obviously the money is outstanding and nice and you're never going to, complain about that. But remember that the documentary wanted to talk to him 2 years ago, and he said, absolutely not. I'm not saying one word. He was here at Circa, but he would never come down to the sportsbook to watch games. He would be up in his room. A hoodie would be around him. He'd have it tied like this, as tight as possible, watching from his bed because he's so nervous. He said he got bounced early last year. I think it was after week 3. And his comment was, I think I can maybe enjoy the season now. Because every week it gets more stressful. And that's... You can attest to it. You made a deep run 2 years ago.
It hurt.
I made it down to the final, 150 a year ago. Yep. And, like I said, I watched all these episodes now over the weekend. And once the episode came on that detailed the Giants losing to Carolina, I don't even remember the rest of the episode. All I thought about the whole time was, God, I almost swore. We had to take that team. We were not going to. We eventually did. And I was reliving that game in that moment, knowing where I was and that pain for 3 hours over and over and over in my head.
I was very confident 2 years ago. I think I even said it on the air that I was going to win.
Well,
and then this sport in this contest can humble you. And just look at what happened last year. And I couldn't even get out of week 3. But
by the way, Paul, just pulling you up on that real quick. Rob also pointed out that it was the entire field was eliminated like after 3 weeks last year. It was down to 600 people.
Yeah.
He said, you're going to be feeling good right now, but let me tell you right now, you have a lot of picks to make and you have a lot of football left.
That was crazy. Mm-hmm. 640 people left after episode 3.
98% of the field, I think it was, right?
480 were left after week 4. And then the implied value was like $30,000, and people were selling them for like $40,000. Like, get me out of here. I trust and believe nothing now. My whole strategy, out the window, right? But it's, we'll see how big this thing gets. How about now there's 2 things. Episode 1, what the guy said, trust me, there's going to be over 100,000 people that get in this by 2030. And then, but how many people like Johnny Vegas, I think that was episode 3 or episode 4, but Johnny Vegas saying, I am going to enter this every year for the rest of my life.
Oh, yeah.
How many people are there like Johnny Vegas? And I think if you're going to get in it once, you're going to get in it every single year moving forward. And let's see if they get it up to 20,000 this year.
And you're probably going to get more entries the next year. If you never got like the full allotment, right? If you never did the 10, if you did 3 last year, you're probably going to get 4 or 5 this year. And so here's also what I would say. And we have talked about this now for probably 5 years running on this show. Like after the season's done, we bring it back up in the summertime. Adam Burke has a great detailed write-up on vsin.com. It's also in the NFL Pro Betting Guide, which you can get at vsin.com/subscribe. He reminded people of betting alternate win totals. Mm-hmm. And everybody just thinks like, boy, Vegas, right? In quotes, Vegas, so sharp. Those win totals, man, they're right on the nuts. Like that team 9, they're probably going to end up on 9. You would have no idea if you have never really gotten into alternate win totals, how often they're way off. Meaning a team will miss their win total at close by more than 2 wins or losses. So I'll just throw the Bears out there, right? I'll go over that team one more time. It's 8.5, juice to the under. Alternate win total is 7.5. Under is plus money. So because it's 8.5, that tells you that 8, 9, whatever, they can land 5, 6, 7 wins, no problem. And it's happened with 23, 24, 25, 26 teams out of 32, like every year for a long, long time. So I would say that you need to be on teams that are, like have a list of teams that you're higher on than the market or lower on than the market. And earlier we brought on Ed Simmons from the Westgate. And we were laughing out loud on the air because of how low he is on the Saints this year. And they're taking all over on Saints money. And he basically said, there's no way this team is winning 7 games. No way. Like last year, my one Survivor partner and I were really high in Washington going into the season. Now, you can only play these teams once. But here's what you can avoid. You can avoid playing against those kind of teams. If you're like, I know people this year who they're high on Tennessee. That tells me they're probably not going to be on Denver in week 1. And like, that was one of the reasons why I avoided playing the Bengals at home on Monday night, week 3 last year. I thought with that struggling Bengals defense, I liked what I saw early on from Jane Daniels and that offense. I'm like, they can move the ball on this team. I'm not touching Cincinnati here. And so if you like a team, that might keep you off fading them in a Survivor contest. And so just have those teams picked out, who you're higher on, who you're lower on, and then, just keep that in the back of your head when you're playing Survivor. So
what else? Talk early in the week, and then talk maybe Friday, Saturday, go over.
Well,
you talk, so you're going to keep changing your pick then if you're talking every day. That's I would just say when you've got partners, yeah.
It's going to drive you nuts.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's all you're going to think about if you make a deep run. The last month on that one ticket that I had last year that eventually went to the Giants game, I'm guessing every single day for 3 or 4 weeks in a row, the text thread between my buddy and I, it scrolled forever. I mean, it was just every single day. And was it too much? Maybe.
Yeah. I think if you say something, you have to stick to it too.
But
2 years ago, I had 2 left. There was less than 50 people, 60 people. And the whole time it was, we're not taking the Steelers. We don't trust the Steelers. Took the Steelers. No showed at home against Arizona. And then it was,
Yep.
Can't do road team, won't do road. Took the Packers against Tommy Cutlets.
Well,
that was it.
That's
but
a key part of it.
Yeah, but you got to take someone, and you're right. It's December. I mean, we're in late in December now.
So you've heard this now over and over. This has been pounded to death. Stay off the most popular team. Yeah. Well, you can't do that all the time. Eventually, like, you're going to, do I take the most popular team that 50% of the people are going to be on, or do I take a team that's a pick'em that I don't like? And that ties into what you were hinting at there. And we've said this now over and over and over again, like, you have to be able to take a team that you can go to bed that night if you lose and say, I'm okay with it. And I'm still haunted by the Giants' loss.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a tough one going out on it with a bad team. Yeah. I know that.
But even, I will add on that even if you have that as one of your criteria going into the season, it's never going to feel good. Like, if you make a deep run and you're okay, that's the team I got to have, and they lose as a 7-point favorite, you're not going to sleep that night. Hell, you're probably going to pour yourself a double when you get at home.
Paul Bovey done very well for himself. Great. He's been on the show, Wall Street guy, and he's sick to his stomach. He had 2 entries last year late, and just knew it didn't feel right, but he went Colts.
Yep.
And his proxy called him. You sure? You're a Giant fan. You sure? He wanted Chargers. Chargers blew out the Patriots, and nope. He stuck with the Colts, and then Drew Lock Drew Lock couldn't be stopped, and out he goes. So we pick it up tomorrow with episode 6. 99 people are left, and I think it's week 12, so we're under 100. Circa Survivor: The Quest for $14 million, 10-part documentary series following the drama, strategy, and heartbreak inside the world's largest legal football contest. Catch the final 5 episodes starting tomorrow, the 12th through the 16th, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can watch the first 5 episodes now at vsin.com/survivor. vsin.com/survivor.
Yeah, like, if you're as down as some people are on the Saints or the Dolphins, then wouldn't you want to play against those teams in Survivor, like, as much as possible?
Will that be the 3rd most popular pick, week 1? Arizona on the road.
Well, if the Saints continue to look like a stink bomb in the preseason, then probably.
I still think it'll fall. Denver 1, Washington 2.
I think the Giants could be a little scary.
Yeah?
A division game.
Okay.
That front 4, pretty good. I need to see more with the quarterback spot, obviously, but Major League Baseball is up next. This team is on a 1-13 run in the first 5 over the past couple of weeks. Yuck. Find out who it is next here on VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Busy Monday, Major League Baseball card. Some big series on tap. You have total domination in one of those, Pauly. You're going to run down the numbers here in a couple of minutes. We'll begin with the first game on the board coming up in a little bit less than an hour. Phillies are playing at the Reds. This is Walker going for Philadelphia against Abbott and Cincinnati. And right now it's circa $1.19 on the Reds, plus 107 on the Phillies. You might be able to find a little bit better than that on Philadelphia. Walker, been okay. Going back on the year, 3.53 ERA. Abbott on the year, 2.34. The FIP, 2 runs higher than that. Not great in his last start. Got to tell you, Phillies at plus price here. At a plus price, looks pretty tempting. And how about this? Plus a half a run in the first 5 is like minus 125.
Yeah, a little down on my guy Abbott here. Last couple starts. You're right. I don't like the spot as well off that long road trip and the Bristol trip as well. And Phillies have picked up 10 games on the Mets now. So maybe $7 is too short here with the lead they've opened up with the issues that the Metropolitans have and the Phillies getting it done. Great job in Texas, taking them out. Pitching's going to be solid. That's why they're going to be a force in the playoffs. And you get this out of Walker, which is unexpected. 1-0 with a 3.28 in his 5 starts since joining the rotation. Reds still lurking, still in it, but toughest schedule left in all of baseball.
Yeah, what's that going to look like in October when the Phillies can trot out Wheeler, Sanchez, Suarez, right? Their rotation against the Dodgers.
Yeah, bring on Luzardo.
Yeah.
Be tough.
And who the hell knows who's going to be healthy and playing at the time for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I like Philly tonight. here you go. This is all you. This is a Paul Howard special. Twins are playing at the Yankees. Zebby Matthews, who I like, taking on Will Warren. Yankees about $1.79, $1.80 in that range right now.
Yeah, there's just no need to handicap it. It's just a gift that keeps on giving. It's been an ATM machine for years. Total ownage here. And the Yankees went 6-0 last year against the Twins. This is the first meeting of the season. 123-44 against them since 2002. And they eliminated Minnesota in the playoffs in 03, 04, 09, 2010, 2017, and 2019. All about the Yankees here in a get-right series. And they need it after they dropped 5 of their last 6 series and 20-31 since June 13th. Worst record in the American League. Got to get right here. Series price, yes. And maybe you can roll it over if you want. I would think the Yankees should be able to sweep them and just throw nothing to handicap or analysis. That it's just been total ownage going back since the early 2000s.
Yankees minus a half a run in the first 5, even money.
Yeah, very good.
Tantalizing?
Damn right.
All right.
Yep.
I'm scared of this game. The
Okay.
Pirates are playing the Brewers in Milwaukee. Brewers' best record in baseball.
Wow, really? A little freaked out here?
I am. Also, like one of the best home records in all of baseball. Now, it's Heaney going for the Pirates against Quintana and the Brewers here. Like Heaney on the year, not great numbers, 4.77 ERA, 1.39 whip. There's no like numbers here I'm going to point at, kind of like you with the whole Yankees Twins thing. It's just total ownage, going back 20 years. This has horrific spot written all over it for Milwaukee. After the weekend they just had, and now they're going to pick it up here, and they know they're playing the Pirates after they probably just got really high and they swept the Braves, came back home, had to come back and win a bunch of those games against the Mets. Dramatic fashion yesterday. I don't know, like were they all drinking after the game last night, celebrating, having a good time?
They're impervious to bad spots. Look at this record. They're 48-16 since May 25th.
It's incredible.
They've won 9 in a row. They're averaging more than 7 runs a game. Everything's going their way. Everything's going right. They're living right. They're down 5 runs. Who cares? Come all the way back to win. Tax, you're right. You're up to 210. But I would think they'd be able to rock Haney here and probably goes over, too. I can't get in front of the Brewers.
Okay.
No way.
Here's the team I was talking about before the break as the Colorado Rockies are taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Michaelis is going, on the year, full numbers, obviously not great. 5 with the ERA, whips 1.34. The Cardinals are 7-3 in their last 10 home games, but you have this going, Pauly. The Rockies are 1-13 in the first 5 in their last 14 games.
That is strong. And they need to win 12 more games so they don't break the record by the White Sox.
Mm-hmm. Now, you can get a lot of pushes in the first 5. The Cardinals minus a half a run looks to be like as low as minus 130. Do you trust Michaelis enough?
No.
Neither do I.
Nope.
That's the.
And I can't get a read on him, right? If I bet on him, he gets rocked. If I bet against him, he's solid. And he got me already once this year. Mm-hmm. So I trust him more at home, but I can't do it. And I can't. No. And one game here, I don't trust. You know how I feel about Paddock. He's got an ERA of 11 this year against the White Sox. He's $1.50 on the road. Be careful with Detroit. But a guy I got to put you on with props, Carpenter. 6 home runs in 7 games against the White Sox this year.
Oh, and he's blazing hot, too, right?
Oh, yeah. So Carpenter props. He continues to do it. Get involved with him. Bell's hitting 550 against Falter. Sheets is hitting 455 against Webb. Merrill's hitting 600 against Webb. Some other props as well. But this is one where, Cleveland will not go away. What a story. So you mentioned they could maybe catch Detroit. Detroit's got to win these games. And you can't be losing to the White Sox. And again, I don't trust Paddock, but then the Yankees only have a half-game lead over Cleveland for that final wild card spot. So a lot on the line here. And you're right, a lot of baseball still to be played.
Okay. So I know that the one of the most popular talked about bets here in the last week or two has been the Yankees to miss the playoffs. We brought this up a couple of times just in case. I mean, there was an angle there where
it's 5-1 for weeks.
Yeah. But like on the Tigers, the angle of that team getting tracked down by the Guardians would then correlate to Detroit possibly missing the playoffs. So not only would it be like a no price on them to win the division or the Guardians just to win it, But the Tigers, and I'm looking right now, they're almost 15-1 to miss the playoffs.
Whew.
15-1 right now.
It's like last year. That's what they were to make it. 14 got in there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Way late. That was probably I think that was actually next week last year. Because that was, I want to say August 18th or 19th. It was August 18th, I think, last year when Hinch came out after a Sunday night game and said, we might shut down Scuba.
Right. Yeah.
We're like, what? Is that really going to happen? Did not happen. And it turned into a great story. So I'm just throwing it out there for, posterity's sake here.
That's aggressive. But
I know it is.
That's fine. So the other thing you have is the awards and what's going on. And Evaldi's still sitting there after Scooble got lit up. And the guy's like 18-1. I don't get it. But Texas needs this game in the worst way. After what happened against Philly, now they come in, they've lost 4 in a row. But in his last 6 starts, he's 6-0 with a 0.47 ERA. Got to get this one tonight at home against Arizona.
Diamondbacks 8-0 first 5 stretch here. Been pretty feisty. And I know that they just played Colorado and they killed them and the numbers look good coming off that series. But also, Nelson, pretty decent. Overall in the year.
He's been good, I know.
Yeah, and the K-Prop projector from Ballpark Pal at vsin.com, they're high on Nelson tonight, projecting him for 5.2. I think I played a little bit on over 4.5 plus money this morning when I saw that.
Yep. It jumps off the page, the screen, this price. Boston, $1.75 at Houston. Javier makes his first start. He's going against Crochet. Crochet has won 9 consecutive decisions with an ERA under 3. It's a Malinsky special. Houston returns home after a 9-game road trip. And
So then what's the play here?
Oh, Red Sox. I know, but I have to go. I want to go Crochet. Yeah. I could go run line. I could go Crochet to get a win.
They'll be batting in the 9th inning, which is always key to a run line bet. It's even money. I mean, what are you really going to get out of Javier here? Going for the Astros. And Crochet has been absolutely phenomenal.
Which is right, yeah. Is he strikeouts?
Like, you got to... This would be a fun segment, actually, to do every day. Predict the blowout.
Yep.
Where is it coming from? Is it this game? It was not a good weekend for the Red Sox.
No.
They won on Friday. Then after that, they lost 2. Thankfully for them, the Dodgers took care of business 2 out of 3 times against the Blue Jays.
Not even up on DraftKings. So forget about that. We're Crochet to register a win. And then your big boy, I think, at night is the Dodger game. Payback for what happened in the first series against the Angels.
Yeah.
Soriano 1-7 with an ERA of 6 at home. Yamamoto a 1.63 ERA on the road in 12 starts. NFL season's almost here. VSiN's on the clock this Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. 10 of your favorite hosts go head-to-head in the 2025 VSiN Pro Football Draft. For the Futures Draft, battling to lock in the best season-long props before the odds shift. Catch all the action live on VSiN Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern.
All right, let's follow the money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Coming up, top of the hour, James Farah, Steven Solansky going to join the program, producers of The Quest for $14.2 million. We'll kick around that great show that you can find here on VSiN and also YouTube. And up next, I would not hate it if you grabbed a piece of this kid at 50-1 over the weekend. Do you concur? Next on VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Great moments in history have begun with a question.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
And what kind of hair product does Mitch Moss use? But Follow the Money wants to know.
Do you concur? Concur with what?
Pauly, I thought Shedeur Sanders looked good on Friday night. Not against Carolina's first stringers, but
Yeah.
overall looked good. I couldn't blame anybody for betting him at the time. 50-1 for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Do you concur?
No, I can't get there. I know the price is nice, but you said it. Didn't score in the first 3 possessions while facing the starters. Also, Carolina had the worst defense in the league last year. I feel good for the kid. It's going to be wild. You made a good point earlier. I think this could be reminiscent of Tebow Mania because he has so many fans and the number of jerseys he sold. You're going to hear crazy takes on both sides if this kid gets in there and has a chance to play. But who starts week 1? I don't think it's going to be him. When do we see him?
No, it'll be Flacco.
When do we see him, right? How many games are they going to win, even if he plays? I can't get there.
I think that we can see him by October.
And I would say the same thing with Dart. Dart looked good too, but that's this kind of same thing. I'd be like, no, he's not. When's he going to get in there?
Sure.
And how many games are they going to win? You're going to be both going to be one of the worst teams in the league. Look like last place teams.
See, to me, the path for Dart is much more difficult to actually get playing time than Sanders. I can see Sanders being like the backup.
Yeah.
Soon, like ASAP, and then something happens to Flacco or they're not winning games.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought up Dart because the Giants' defensive front will be a legit problem for teams this season and keep them in more games than people think. Do you concur? It's Lawrence, it's Thibodeau.
Well, I could see the offense though getting things done too. I know there's a lot of anti-Russell Wilson stuff out there, but I think they might actually have a chance on offense with our guy Scatterbo and Neighbors, and
they're gonna. I mean, that will be a problem in my opinion. Brian Burns, who they brought over, obviously drafting Carter, other parts. If the defense can actually, just be a wrecking ball to opposing quarterbacks and limit these teams to, keep them in games. Just here's 17 on the board, guys. Could we go and score more than that and actually come out of here with a W? I'm excited to watch Jacksonville's offense in the regular season as much as any other unit in the league. Do you concur?
No. Hunter angle? All because of Hunter?
Yeah, well, that's a big part of it, yeah.
But that's Hunter on both sides, I think. I want to see how many snaps he gets and how that works out.
Well,
but
who are you more excited to watch?
Well, not Jacksonville. You can't stand Lawrence.
Oh, no, I can't. But, I mean, I'll give the guy one more chance because now we're talking about Hunter and Brian. I love Brian Thomas. And now this is going to be it should be Bigsby's backfield, and then you can use Etienne and other guys there to spell them. I don't like Lawrence, but I mean, my guy, if he doesn't succeed like this year or next year, then it's just forget about it.
I'm excited to see what this looks like in Chicago. Maybe Thor's right; it's a disaster. Maybe Johnson fixes Williams and it looks good. I want to see what San Francisco looks like. Even though you got some key injuries, but if they bounce back, I love watching the Eagles play.
I want to watch Denver play.
Yeah, I love watching the tush push and giving the ball to Barkley 20 times and watching the champs. Does Bo Nix take that big step? Do they win the division? I think
we're going to know a lot about Caleb Williams this year because on paper that offense has a ton of talent, a ton.
Yeah.
And now you're talking about one of the best play callers in the entire game. I brought this team up. I don't want to overreact because I already felt this way, but the Broncos are going to be like really, really good this year. Do you concur?
What are we talking?
And they're not a Super Bowl winning team, but they're a team that can win 10, 11, 12 games, maybe their division, and be a nuisance in the playoffs.
Yeah, concur. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, what they did last year, sure. It didn't go well against Buffalo, but they're in the playoff game. They had a great season. People expect them to be trash, and they have a hell of a coach.
Win total was 5.5.
That's right. Got off to the slow start, going to Tampa Bay, shocked them. Should have beat Kansas City on the road.
I know the Jets game.
Did you go over that with Humans Friday? I mean, like he said, he thinks they can win the division.
Yeah. So we did our kind of like a very early list of teams that can win the Super Bowl. We did not have Denver on the list because we agreed that a team is going to have to take like baby steps. Usually that's the case. And then we kicked around like the last time a team came out of absolutely nowhere to win a Super Bowl. The Rams did it with Kurt Warner. The Patriots did it with Tom Brady. But other than that, like usually that's how it goes for these teams, right? Like you have to feel some heartbreak first before you actually come out of nowhere and win the thing. So that's why I think they might be 1 year away from taking the whole thing down. Last year, it was great having Dodgers-Yankees for the World Series. I would love it this year if it totally flipped. Give me Brewers-Mariners, Brewers-Blue Jays, Tigers-Padres, or mix basically any of those 5 teams. Do you concur?
Yeah, I love the 2, but that's I'm going to have to agree. I'll say concur. That would be something if you can get that. I don't play that ratings game. I point it out, You know, I enjoyed Oklahoma City against Indiana. So for small markets, people, well, that's on you. That goes back to the people. If Tiger's not in it, I don't watch golf. Okay, then you're not a golf fan. But if that's what happens, so be it, and I'm fine with it because I think those are great World Series and great matchups. And after what they've gone through in Toronto, how bad it's been in Milwaukee, certainly Seattle as well. Oh. And if we get low-scoring games too, that's fine. And get the Friars back in the mix too. I'm good with that. Nothing wrong with Detroit, San Diego.
No.
Plus the big tickets that would cash. Like when we do pizzeria every Thursday.
Massive
the stuff
tickets.
That would cash, yes.
And on top of all that, again, I love these cities that would do anything for a winner. And they can't point to 15 championships that they have. These teams basically have never won anything. Blue Jays have. Tigers have.
Yeah, a long time ago, though.
But it's been, for sure. These other teams haven't.
Yeah.
And you're seeing this already in August. Mm-hmm. Like they're selling out every game. Places are a madhouse. I love watching it on TV.
Yeah.
Judge has a higher WAR than Cal Raleigh at Fangraphs, 7.0 to 6.5. But other than that, I have no idea why he's favored to win the American League MVP. Do you concur?
That's another concur. They're barely hanging on. They lose tonight. Cleveland wins. The Cleveland catches them. This guy is going to set the record for home runs by a catcher. There's a prop up at DraftKings. Will he hit more than 62 and a half home runs? Perez hit 48 in 2021. This guy might have that by the week, what he's doing. Oh, by the way, they're winning now, and they're on fire. So what if Seattle makes the playoffs and or wins a division? This guy hits 58 bombs, and the Yankees don't even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's just asinine. Cannot believe it. Oh, by the way, he's 3 of 15 since he came back too, Judge.
Well said, Pauly.
I can't believe the price.
One more. Scooble this morning, minus 210 to win the Cy Young. He got roughed up on Friday night. That bad boy, far from over. Do you concur?
I'm with you again on that one. And Crochet goes tonight. Huge start for him. Again, he's won 9 consecutive decisions with an ERA under 3. And my guy, Evaldi, goes, you can't deny this guy. He's got a 1.38 ERA. I don't care how many starts he missed. He's been in there enough.
Yep.
And he's 6-0 with a 0.7 ERA in his last 6. If he delivers again tonight and keeps doing this, you can't deny Evaldi unless Crochet is Superman.
Right. Honestly, we kicked this around with Mike Palm last week. What if, and we're not living in a dream world here, he's almost touching these numbers now. What if he closes with an ERA of one in the 1.2s?
Possible.
For a guy who pitches 160 innings?
I know.
The Ks won't be there. I don't really think I care.
Yep.
I think he's got to be alive.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure. Is the NL over now?
MVP?
Still too much time.
Pitching 4. Oh, God.
I know. You get both sides. Oh, he hit a home run. Oh, he struck out 8.
I know.
Goes deep again. Now he's hot now. Now he's back up to like 2,000-3,000.
How many MVPs is this guy going to win?
I know.
Before it's all said and done.
That's a good prop. Just put up Ohtani against the field before we even started.
Sure.
Here.
Yeah. Give me oh God. He might win if he stays healthy. Is he gonna win 6, 7, 8 MVPs? He won it last year without pitching.
Oh yeah.
He was so good.
I'd have to go over that. When it's all said and done, how many is he going to win?
Well, what does he have now? 3?
I think you're right.
He probably has 3 right now, and now he's like minus. He's an absolutely.
He's gonna be 4, yeah.
Yeah.
But you pencil the guy in for 40 and 100, and then what he does on the mound, you're drawn dead.
Yeah, I saw some stat like he is 30 runs scored up on the next closest guy for most runs. It's the first time it's happened like in generations this late in the year.
Yeah.
It's crazy talk, man.
Yeah, I know, but this is, what is he now? Yeah, he's 6,000 now. God. Schwarber was plus 350 in the middle of last week.
I know.
The swings.
Well, but this stuff, I mean, you're exactly right. The swings here back and forth. What if Ohtani has a bad week this week at the plate and Schwarber hits 4 or 5 more bombs?
Yeah.
He'll probably be back down to 3 to 1.
Another one. I don't think Skeen should be $5 though either. So like, okay, Paul, we've seen enough. That's it. That could still happen.
Up next, the producers of the quest for $14.2 million. They'll join us in studio here on VSiN.